What's in your backpack? Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you are as excited about the 2019-20 school year as I am. This time last year, the JCPS Backpack for Success Skills was still just beginning to take shape. And now, 1 year later, every student has a digital backpack and almost 1 million artifacts have been uploaded. As if that's not reason enough to celebrate, close to 22,000 5th, 8th, and 12th graders successfully defended their readiness to take the next step. That is absolutely incredible. So where should we go from here? First, it's important to remember the why behind the JCPS backpack. As you know, most often, we define student success in school by grades and test scores. We know those are important, but we also know that many other qualities are critical. We asked you, our schools, community and business partners, and students themselves to tell us what the most important qualities were for success. You might remember that we literally counted every word, and from those lists, we determined what our success skills would be. We identified prepared and resilient learner, effective communicator, emerging innovator, globally and culturally competent citizen, and productive collaborator. Then, we added details with each one to help paint a clear picture. The backpack and the artifacts that go inside should not be something separate from the work students do day to day. Instead, the artifacts should be evidence that students are learning content, focusing on developing those important success skills, and that they are having to apply both of those in real-world, authentic ways. A great example of this was the geocaching in the Ville adventure from this summer's Backpack League. Adventure leaders Amy Baker and Cindy Hunley designed an awesome project-based unit that engaged students in specific math and science content as they learned how to find and hide geocaches while also taking time to notice the ecosystems they were exploring. Amy and Cindy, both JCPS library media specialists, also made sure to focus on the success skills. Some students said they grew the most as effective communicators, while others said they really developed as prepared and resilient learners. Thanks to the intentional planning and unit design, these students are returning to school feeling much more confident about themselves as mathematicians and with many new artifacts. As we celebrate what we've accomplished and plan for the new school year, there are several things to consider. First, it's really important to think bigger about how we ask students to show us what they've learned. As you plan, a question to ask is, what evidence do I need to prove that my students have really learned? At times, certainly a traditional assessment is appropriate, but are there opportunities to have students do something to demonstrate their learning? We'd never award a driver's license based solely on a multiple choice test. We want them to drive to prove they can do it. What might you have students do to prove they have learned? Next, we want to think about the creation of backpack artifacts throughout the learning experience. Artifacts don't just come from a final project or product. Students should produce evidence of their learning throughout a unit of study, and they should continually reflect on their learning. For example, if students are learning about bridges, it's likely they will create many drafts before even beginning to build a model. Those drafts would be great artifacts for a student's backpack. Third, helping students to develop a sense of agency is a major part of the Backpack Initiative. We want to develop students who are thinkers and creators. We want them to reflect, question, and advocate for themselves. When it comes to making decisions about adding artifacts to the backpack, It's important to allow students the opportunity to choose which success skill was most significant for them in that learning experience and to provide the rationale for their choice in their reflection. As you plan, you should also know that several new resources are in the works. Teacher backpacks containing the most essential resources for each grade and class in one place, rubrics for each of the success skills, and learning progressions describing the stages of each success skill starting in kindergarten, and artifact design studios are just 4 exciting projects underway. In the meantime, don't forget about the JCPS Digital Learning channel. There you can find videos on topics especially important for JCPS. From culturally responsive teaching to MAP, you'll find it there. Finally, we are so excited about the new school year and hope you are too. Let's make this our best one yet.